Well, friends, welcome back. I don't know what day I'll release this. Don't know. I usually do a bunch of stuff in advance. 'Cause I don't always have time to do this. I'll tell you, man, bedding down livestock, man, it's a dusty, dusty job. It's one of those things where, man, head's all plugged up. Feel like I'm gonna sneeze my head off any minute. So yeah. Well, I'm sure it's after the new year, and I hope everybody's doing well so far. If you're not, I don't know, not starting off too good, and not even a day into the new year, maybe. I don't know. But I wanted to get on here and try to make sense of something here that I can't make sense of. I've seen people on, oh, what the hell is that? You, I think it's YouTube or TikTok. I don't even know anymore. But they get on here and they want to do kind of like what I do, and they want to sit there and say how they don't, the law doesn't apply to them because of this or that, because Christ did this or Christ did that, or you're a Gentile, or and it doesn't apply to you because you're not under the Jewish law and all this and that stuff. All right. Uh, if you're kind of following what I'm saying, if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, what it comes down to is they think there's this Bible and there's this Bible. And then they go bouncing around in the Bible and say this and they say that, and it's like it's trying to contradict itself, kind of, and it's like, well, this applies to you and this doesn't apply to you, and this it's kind of like the commandments are a suggestion, but you don't have to apply it. The Sabbath is a suggestion; you don't have to apply it. So on and so forth. The New Testament came along, and then it doesn't apply to you now. All right. With that said, why? I mean, I understand what your concept is, but I don't understand how you can say that. It's one of those things where it's a division, just like putting man's doctrine in religion. Catholic, Protestant, Baptist, Lutheran. I mean, you got all these religions, and each one's got man's doctrine in it. Then you got the Jehovah Witnesses, and you have Scientology, and you have Christian Science, and you got all these other religions out there. When it's all one thing: Christianity, God's word, God's law, God's God. God is God, okay? What I'm saying is it's another division when there shouldn't be a division. It's everyone comes together. These are the commandments. This is what you do. This is what you do. This is what you do. It's not, you don't pick and choose. It's not a religion of convenience. Well, I think I want to follow this today, but I don't want to follow it because I don't have to follow it because I'm not a Jew, I'm a Gentile. Blah, 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 blah. Or, well, we don't live in the Old Testament, we live in the New Testament now, so I don't have to apply by any of this, blah, 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 blah. Well, that's when you go back and you read things and you try to make sense of it. Are you going to make sense of it all? You got to think you have. Then the devil comes sneaking in, and Satan comes sneaking in, and and tries to get you to overthink things. Why do you think they put man's doctrine in and have all these religions? And God talks to this church, and God talks to that church, and He tells this. He tells the 12 churches, this is what you've done wrong. This is what you've done right. But this is what you've done wrong. This is what you've done right. God doesn't say. He says, you guys have made these 12 churches. I have one called Christianity. Follow me. Here's my commandments. Here's my word. You don't pick and choose what you want to follow. You're all on the same page. If you're not on the same page, then why did I waste my time with the Bible? Why did I waste my time with the Ten Commandments? Why did I waste my time telling you the tithe? Why did I waste my time? I said, I don't waste time. I'm God. I'm not God, but I mean, I'm just sane. Yeah, I can see somebody going, geez, this guy lost it. But you understand what I'm saying. I mean, when God wrote this stuff, and the Bible and that, it was here's my book, people. Come, follow it. We're all on the same page. He doesn't make mistakes. And by sitting here trying to divide things up, you're saying God made a mistake. He's not perfect. Oh, because you can follow this and not follow that because I don't fall into this because I'm this. Well, I don't know what type of psychobabble that is. Like I said, it's not a Bible of convenience. It's not Christianity. It's not a convenience. It's something that you follow and you do. And you may end up having to ask for forgiveness 1,000 times, maybe in one day, because you're constantly sinning. God knows this. You didn't know, you say. When you were born with original sin, and you grow and you learn and so on and so forth. And we learn these bad things. We're taught these bad things. You take a bunch of children from all around the world, and if they could speak the same language, you put them in a room and they'd all play together. They wouldn't know any different. At a certain age, they wouldn't know any difference. They might look at you and think you're a different color. They might ask, well, you're a different color. It's like, yeah, but after they be it, they go play. They get older, and then all the prejudices and then the narcissistic bullcrap kicks in. All the social bullshit that you've been programmed with, and they've created the narrative on to keep you divided. That's all it is. It's bullshit to keep you divided. I mean, the holiday season, it's over. But there's people on the other side of the world that they get their phone and the sons, daughters, whoever sends them pictures of the little grandkids, great grandkids, whatever, their own children, and they send them little movies and stuff on their phone. And the grandparents are looking at this and they're smiling and they're loving it, and the little kids are having fun, opening their little presents and having fun. And everybody's having fun. And they don't speak the same language. They may not look the same as us and blah, 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 blah. But they still all love and cherish that. They love that they have smiles. They're feeling good. And what do? We go and we want to blow the hell out of everybody. To me, this is insane, people. It's insane. I got some other stuff coming out. You'll have to look for, but it's insane to me. We spend all this money to go kill people. I'm not saying you can't have a strong defense because that's a strong deterrent. I believe what's going on right now is orchestrated. It's all scripted. Why the hell haven't they done what they're going to do and say they're going to do and blah, 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 blah? They're holding off because somebody says don't. That's pulling the strings. Putin, he ain't pulling the strings. Xi Jinping ain't pulling the... Oh no, our wonderful leader ain't got a string. I mean, he's just propped up. But I believe it's all orchestrated. Then you got a lot of other people running around out there. Oh, watch out, just fear mongering, trying to scare the hell out of you and everything else. And it's like, what for? What for? Oh, you got to get underground. You got to have a bunker. You got to do this. You got to do that. Oh boy, the nuke. The blah 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 blah. If they want to send something over here, I'll put a goddamn what the hell will I put? I'll put a bullseye on top of my head. They can just aim for that. How's that? That's how much I care. I don't. My reward's not here. My reward's in heaven. Not here. So, don't worry about it, folks. It's not here. And yes, I do say bad words. And hopefully God will forgive me. Because I know if I don't say something, somebody will say, you know you said. I said, I know. It slips out now and then. Why? Because I am not perfect. I am not God. I am not Christ. I am not perfect. I am far from perfect. Believe me. So, kind of back to the subject. I don't know where the hell I was going with all that. It's just, I digress all the time on things. But, they want to pick and choose what they want to do. It's kind of like it's our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and the whole 9 yards. It's like they want to pick and choose what they want to enforce. They want to pick and choose what's okay and what's not okay. The fact of the matter comes down to this. Yes, Congress and them have the right to make laws. But, and this is the but, you're only telling half the truth here. The will of the people. To follow the will of the people. Do what the people want you to do. Not just because you're going to go, no, you got to do what the people want you to do before you go out and do this. You're not doing what the people want you to do. You're just out running around doing it. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. Breaking the law. All the time. You're not listening to us. Our system isn't set up like that. Oh, but we can. No, you don't get it. You're only telling half-truths again. Just like somebody wants to sit here and tell you, well, because you fall underneath this law and you fall underneath this and you're a Gentile or you're this or you're that, this doesn't apply to you anymore. You're making a mockery of God. And you can say anything you like. I could get on here right now, and everybody knows anything about computers, and I know little to nothing about them. You go to chat GTP or whatever. I'm probably even saying that wrong, but you go to there, and I said I want a list of things for, a list of things that would be why Christianity is good. And then I want a list of things why Christianity is bad. And it could go through, and I want it out of the Bible, and whatever. And it would do both. See? It's just a machine that's soulless. But it could sit there and do this for you. The fact of the matter is you can make a case for a lot of different things by picking and choosing what you want to use and what you don't want to use, what you want to disregard and what you want to regard in the matter. And at the end of the day, like I said, why did God make the commandments? Why did God say, follow me? Why does God say you have to have a foundation? That's right, a foundation in Christ. Don't build on sand, and don't build on some clay. Build on rock foundation, good, strong, solid foundation. Why even have that? Why even have a Bible if you're going to pick and choose what you want to believe and what you don't want to believe and what you're going to do and what you're not going to do? Why? Are you smarter than God? Sounds like you're awful convenient out there. Anyways, that's why I got on here. Is I've seen some of this going on out there. And it's confusing. It's confusing. And I always come back to why? Why does God want all his people to follow his commandments, do his will? If it didn't matter, he wouldn't have wrote it. He wouldn't have commanded Moses. There's certain things that wouldn't even be in the, it'd be just like it is now. A free for all. But it's not. It's not. There's rules and commandments and things you need to follow. Oh, I like that person, they can live. I hate that person, kill them. No, it doesn't say that in the Bible. It doesn't say that. God doesn't give you one of those things that says, yeah, you can play me, you can play God, sure. Yeah, go ahead. He doesn't say that. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And God will tell it to my face. So, I'll find out. But I just have a hard time believing that other stuff. I remember years ago, they came out, this was probably 20, 25 years ago, they were coming out saying how the Bible's already been fulfilled, all the prophecies have been done because they point this out and they point that out in the Bible, and they do this, they say that, and blah, blah, blah. And that lasted all about 6 months. Right here, people. That's what it was all about, right there. The truth is very unpopular. It's very unpopular. It's unpopular to get out there. You want to be told that everything's great. You pray to God, and He'll give you everything you ever wanted if you pray this certain prayer. If you want to end up in heaven, all you got to do is have faith, faith, faith. Well, that's part of it. It is part of it. But you also know them by their works, the crowns. Like I keep saying, come back to Revelations 20:12 or But anyways, just read it. I mean, there's going to be a point to where people come and say, I followed all this, I've done all this, I've done that. And he goes, you have iniquity. Of iniquity. I don't know you. You get up and you proclaim all these things and all these wonderful things, and you say these wonderful prayers, and you've done all these wonderful blah, 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 but I don't know you. You're a bunch of lip service. Are you going to be one of those? Be gone from me. I don't know you. The gashing of teeth, the wailing, You going to be one of those people? You know, go along and believe, well, I don't have to do this and I don't have to do that because the Bible is of convenience. It's a convenience Bible. Then why did God, like I said, why was it even written if it's all convenience? It doesn't say 10 suggestions. It doesn't say, oh, when I feel like it, when I feel like it, when it's convenient for me, blah, blah, blah. It doesn't say that. It says commandments, my law. That's what it says. I hope I get through. I'm sure there's going to be people that go, well, you're wrong on this, you're wrong on that. Well, yeah, I very well could be. And if I am, I'm going to answer for it. And rightfully so. Because I'm ignorant and I'm stupid. And if I'm ignorant and stupid, God should just, send a lightning bolt down right now and take care of me. Let me drop on the ground right now. Because I sure don't want to be telling people things that are wrong. I'll tell you what I believe and what I've read and how I feel. And if it's wrong, then God forgive me. Have mercy on my soul. So I don't want to lead anybody astray. All I want you to do is end up in heaven. I want you to be in paradise. I want you to be in paradise, people, for eternity. Ever and ever. That's what I want for you and your children. But I can't do that for you. You have to do it yourself, you see. All you can do is listen. Use what God gave you between your ears and let to hold your hat up. Come to your own conclusions and such. Read the Bible. There's a lot of people out there. I remember one guy, he wrote, and it's been about a few weeks back, he's like, yeah, I've listened to you, and what you say makes sense. I listen to somebody else, and it makes sense. It's like, I know, that's the problem. That's the problem. So I don't know what to tell you on that. I mean, like God, I ain't going to force anybody to do nothing they don't want to do. You don't want to follow, you don't want to listen, that's totally up to you. I will not say you better. No, not going to happen. It's just sad to think about some people. You could end up in paradise. You're going to end up burning in hell for eternity. I might too. So, don't let me get you down because, it's just my mind going. That's what happens. So, everybody's going to make New Year's resolutions. Not me. I just hope you all have a great year. I hope whatever these moron, Satanists, lawless people do, it'll affect you. Don't get me wrong, it'll affect you. But like I said before, come on over, my people. You only got one master. You cannot serve two masters. You'll hate one and love the other. You'll resent one, love the other. You can't serve two. There's only one master. There's only one God. There's only one supreme being, and that's God. So when man gets out there and says this, says that, he is lawless, Satanist, piece of garbage. Now you could follow him, right, right down to hell. You could follow him, but by God, they don't want you to stand up on your own 2 feet. They don't want you to say no. The narrative is go, oh yes massa, I will kiss your feet. That's what they want you to do. That is BS. No one should do that. No one in this world. These poor people in China, they don't like their conditions. People in Africa, they don't like their conditions. Some don't know any better. But you don't have to. You don't have to. They're not going to like you. They're going to put you on some bad list. I'd rather be on their bad list than God's good list. God's got my back. Sometimes I push the angels to overtime. Because I do some stupid things. They're on overtime some days. They don't get a lot of rest. Don't think they need it, but still. Maybe they gotta get their batteries recharged. I don't know. But we all have them. They're there. They're for you. God built this and made this for you. He's coming back. He's going to come back. And he's going to look at you as a good and faithful servant. Man, that's what you want to hear. That should give you goosebumps. Good and faithful servant. Yeah. I think I'll leave off there. Y'all take care. Like I say, keep praying for one another. Pray for your leaders. Change the heart. Some of these people are just beyond help, but God could do it. God could. He can heal your land. You understand that? Repent. God can heal your land, heal your house, heal your soul. He does that. He has that power. So, don't let these people tell you otherwise. If they tell you otherwise, turn them off. It ain't worth listening to. So God bless each and every one of you and keep you in His grace.